Hey y'all, this is Josh with Off-Road Dad Life. Thanks for tuning in. I want to show you guys two other products from Odinsberg. I know previously you saw me talk about their 7-liter crash bar bags, and they now have a 15-liter bag. If you like the crash bar bags, the 15-liter bag has all the same features the 7-liter has, plus more. I'm going to show you that to you in a minute. And I'm also going to show you the Odinsberg handlebar bag and how it differs from a lot of other bags I've used. So we've got the handlebar bag and the 15-liter bag. Pretty jazzed about them. I've got them jocked up here in the bike, and we're gonna show them to you. If you notice, the 7-liter bag is a little different than last time. It's because they're on new crash bars. I had to get rid of the Tusk crash bars I had, because every time I dropped the bike they would twist on me, and because only had a single mounting point. And bending's one thing. You can take ratchet straps on a tree and unbend them, but twisting, I couldn't untwist them. So I went with the Outback MotorTech crash bars with 4 points of contact at each side. And funny thing to note, that the 7-liter bags did just fine every time I dropped the bag. Those crash bars didn't. So if the Odinsberg guys happen to be watching this video, maybe y'all should make crash bars as well. But we're going to take a look at the 15-liter bag, followed by the handlebar bag. All right, that is the 7-liter bag that I did a previous video on. I'm just getting a shot of that, so when we move over here to the 15-liter bag, you can see it's constructed almost the same. It has all the same attachment points that the 7-liter bag has, except for quite a bit more. So let's go ahead and pop this off the bike. You'll notice I have the attachment secured right here to my plate into my rack. I didn't come out here to this point on my pannier rack because I want to avoid this camel exhaust. You never know, it gets hot enough sometimes that it can cause some damage. This being nylon, I want to protect it. So I've got this connected to here, and it's just simple pass-through loop and buckle, pass-through loop and buckle. And let's take it off and take a look at it. All right, I've got the new 15-liter bag off the bike. As you can see, it's very similar to the 7-liter bag. A couple of differences are going to be a bottom cinch hook that'll help tighten this up as well. You have a little more robust carry handle. And what's neat about these is they have all types of attachment points to where you don't have to use it just as a tail bag. You can mount this on a side pannier as well if you need to for a quick pannier. There's all types of options that these come with. They come with carry straps, backpack straps, all kinds of different ways that you can configure it, that you can think of. They've been real thoughtful on how they've come out with this to make it completely multi-capable and versatile. Inside the bag, very similar to the 7 liters. You've got a nice bright yellow interior. Extremely important for when I ride with a lot of really old guys, and they need that bright interior so they can see stuff. And they know who they are. I'm talking to them right now. But that's one thing I really like, is this bright interior. You can see what gear you have in there. I've got my my big tool roll, my tire changing kit, my small tool roll in here. I've got jump packs and other things. There's still tons of room left over to where if I wanted to keep a jacket inside here or anything else. It's very expandable. Again, you've got your adjustments back here where you can collapse this as much as you want, bring it up. Waterproof. One thing neat too is it has a top pocket that you can access whatever you need on here, maps, snacks, candy. Again, bright yellow interior so you can see what you have inside there, especially at night. That makes it extremely handy. I don't think you can go wrong with this. These are much less expensive than anything else you're going to see on Amazon, and they've got a great company that stands behind them. Waterproof bag, rolls right up, and multiple attachment points to put it however you want on the back. Previous videos you saw a lot of my gear strapped down by rock straps. I don't have to have that now because I have these integrated straps that attach right here. They just pop on and off real easy. So I'm going to put this back on and we'll do a 360 walk around, and then we'll talk about the other bag I have up here. Okay, so just taking a quick walk around, you can see how I've got it cinched onto the bike. Extremely user-friendly. Very happy with it. Depending on how I travel, I'll have either the opening face the rider or face the rear. If I am going through a lot of mud, a lot of times I will turn this, have it face inward. That way I'm not slinging mud up over the opening when I need to get to it. However, the drawback is, due to the angle of the T7, when you open it up, things can pour out. So if I'm not expecting a lot of heavy mud, then what I'll do is put it in this traditional position to where I can open up, dig down inside it, get what I need out of the bag, excuse me, and keep on riding. So again, I've got all the tools I need in there. You can see how compressed it is, and I've got plenty of room for any other equipment I may need. Okay, so moving forward on the bike, I want to show you guys the Odinsberg handlebar bag. Okay, so there's a couple of things about this handlebar bag that really set it apart from other bags. Right off the bat, you can probably tell it's got shock cord on top, and I've got a place to put my gloves. Previously, I'd stick my gloves back behind the windshield or try to shove them under a bag, or they end up both falling on the ground. It wouldn't matter anyway. And so now I've got a place to secure my gloves. The next thing that really sets it apart from competitors and other bags that I've had is you have the traditional Velcro and buckle type fastener on the bag, but you also have these suspending straps that suspend it from mirror to mirror. And when you suspend it from mirror to mirror, it becomes a very stable bag system. Previous bags, I'd either have on the front and it would flop over my keys and be in the way, or I meant them on the rear and they would flop down between the gas tank and on top of my steering stabilizer and would bump my knobs and my stabilizer. I couldn't really get to them to make any adjustments. Now I have the suspension, taunt suspension between the two mirrors, and everything on here is very secure. Here and suspended, not stuck down inside my steering stabilizer and gas tank, not flopped over my keys. That's a huge win, and I'm really happy about that. If you go look on the Odinsberg website, they have a video showing all the different ways you can configure these. This bag, much like the 15-liter bag and the 7-liter bag, with the different attachment points, it's highly configurable to where you can hang this off a pannier rack, you can hang this off a crash bar, you can hang this off anything you want to. It doesn't just have to be on the handlebars. You could probably even use it as a fender bag. It has so many attachments. Let's take a look inside and see what we have. Okay, opening it up right here, you can see we have a nice yellow interior. It's really good, again, for the old guys I ride with. You can see all your gear inside of it. Just to give you an idea of how much room's in there, that's my eyeglass case. Let me set this off to the side, be right back. And my previous handlebar bag was pretty full. I dumped everything inside of it, and there's still so much room that I was able to include the additional accessories to show you that this bag comes with. Inside of here, my own personal stuff. I got some hand sanitizer, bug spray, garage door opener, and it's waterproof bag, which I don't need now because this is a waterproof bag, so I can take this off and just drop the garage door opener in there. But it also comes with an extra rain cap to cover up if you get some really heavy rain. And it'll come with this strap here, so you can make your own personal European carry-off, remember that. But it does make for a nice pouch if you want to take it off the bike and carry it and have your hands free. Same with the 7-liter bag and the 15-liter bags. They all come with these straps, so if you have these straps, and let's say you're going into a hotel room, or you can't roll the bike into a campsite, you got to walk it in, you can strap it all hanging over your shoulder. The other bags with the backpack straps, you can put those on as a backpack as well. So it really does help you make this a completely modular system to where if you take it off the bike, it's just as easy to use as it is on the bike. But again, just give you an idea of just the amount of volume it have in here is pretty impressive. You could actually put the gloves inside of here if you wanted to. So, you know, there's room in here to throw a Monster in here, an energy drink, snacks, anything you may have. It has quite a good expandable volume that, again, can get cinched down here and collapse it as tight as you want for the ride. Another thing I want to point out that's pretty neat is there's molly webbing all across the outside edge, which means you can place your secure lanyard anywhere you want to help secure it on any type of odd shaped bar on the bike. And for me, I've got it through this molly loop. That way when I cinch it down, it doesn't slide and make its way over here under vibration and then become loose again. It's captive inside this molly stitching, so therefore when I crank it down, it won't slide out, and this is all going to stay nice and stable. Really enjoying these side suspension straps here, and it's all going to stay on top of my bars rather than hanging down below or down in front. Okay, we're all cinched up, nice and tight. let's hit some trails, hit some gravel roads, and see how it does under some extreme vibration and the bike bouncing around. Cool, let's hit it. Well, we're about 20 miles in. I'm sitting down again so you can see the bag. And this is my new bag. This thing has not moved. As you see, it's still staying in place. It's nice and secure. I gotta reposition it some more. And I keep reaching back in the 15-liter bag. It hadn't moved either. We'll get out here and we'll check on it here in a second. Let's get her open. Feels good to stand up and just cut it loose. I don't know about y'all, but definitely not therapy. Tank full of gas and a handful of throttle. Stop down here and check on the 15-liter bag. Pretty place to stop it. Do an overall functions check here on the bike and the equipment. Stopping here on the bridge, no traffic and not much dust. I think it rained yesterday. Still nice and tight in place. I think I'll take a picture of the bike off the bridge. So guess what? I'm going to stick my gloves right here in the shock cord and not worry about them getting blown off into the water below. How about that? Good to go. Well guys, I hope this review helps you make a decision whether or not these bags are for you. I think they're still worth the cost. I know everybody's pinched right now for spending money with the economy the way it is, and a lot of our gear is kind of expendable because you dump the bike or different things happen while you're doing the BDRs or just riding off-road. But I think these bags are just a great buy, and they're an Amazon Prime product. So honestly, let me get through this. Whoop, that's a rough one. Yep. Honestly, you don't really have any risk in trying them out if you think the bag's for you. 2-day Prime, they show up. If they're not for you, send them back. Or if you have an issue with them, the guys at Odinsberg are extremely responsive and very customer service oriented. And we all know how important that is nowadays. Wow, we got some rough stuff here. And we're still staying in place. Cool. Cool. Well, this is Josh with Off-Road Dad Life. Thanks for riding with me. Y'all be safe. Keep the shiny side up. Rubber on the street. All the cliches. And we will see you guys on the next ride. Oh, did not mean to bump the horn. Gave me 5 extra horsepower right there, though. All right, I'm getting on the highway and heading home. It's a work night. I'll see y'all later.